Hello Sagittarius, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Sagittarius for the middle of September. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go and take a look at what we have here for you, Sagittarius. Now I'm using the Gilded Tarot, and the Angel Answers Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. All right. Do hit that like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. Let's go and take 3 of these cards here. You know what? I also want to take this 4th card. Just feel like I need to take that 4th card, and then we'll also take 1, 2, 3 of these Angel Answer cards here. So, all right, let's make sure we're all set up here. We're in view, and we'll get right into it. Okay. All right, I think that's good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Page of Wands. So I have to tell you, Sagittarius, your energy here is all over the board. We have 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands, Page of Wands, Queen of Wands, and we have the Temperance card, which is the Sagittarius card. So Wands, of course, can indicate fire, fire energy. And, you know, for you, I think that you here, first and foremost, I need to say that this reading feels good right now for you. This feels like this could be a very fun period of time, an energetic period of time, but also a time of progress. The Page of Wands in particular, you know, this talks about good news potentially being on the way. It can be a very good card for job offers or job opportunities. The Page of Wands can say, it can be the energy of energy, right? This can mean that you are kind of getting fired up, you're getting inspired. All of that type of energy here could be coming in here for you with this Page of Wands. And so I definitely like to see that. What was the other thing? It could mean that you are thinking, what is the term? Oh, being spontaneous is what I'm feeling here. Spontaneity is a very good energy, especially for Sagittarius people. I know I have 2 Sag placements. I'm a Sag rising, and like I've just read about Sagittarius quite a bit, and especially for Sag people, doesn't matter what placement you have. It's very good to be spontaneous if you can, to the best of your ability. It's easier said than done sometimes. But you know, I definitely am getting something about spontaneity here as well that's coming in. And maybe this idea of kind of running with the energies, running with the tide, swimming with the tide instead of swimming upstream. In the overall situation or the current situation, you do have this 8 of Wands. Could be travel by air, travel by flight going on here. Some of you could be doing some traveling. The 8 of Wands is also a card of things moving ahead, pushing along, moving forward. It's accelerated motion. It's a very great card. I love this card, especially for Sag, because it can just say that, like, things are moving, right? Things are moving. This can also be an energy. It can say that there's good news on the way. You do have 2 energies here of good news, starting off with the Page of Wands and the 8 of Wands. You know, the other thing that, you know, this could be, it's typically good news that comes in from a distance. So, you know, phone calls, text messages, letters, emails, you know, whatever, social media as well. This is definitely a social media card because social media is done at a distance. And it can say that there's maybe even something happening in your life that leaves you feeling breathless, like, whoa, like, I can't believe that just happened. And it's typically a very good thing, okay? It's typically a very good thing. It is interesting, we're in this Mercury retrograde, and this card reversed would be delays, time delays, but I don't feel like there's a delay going on here. In fact, I feel the opposite, which is interesting because we are in this retrograde period. I feel like things are pushing ahead. In the problem position, you do have this Knight of Pentacles. You know, if you get this in the problem position, like, the question that I have for you is, like, are you being practical about something? This is somebody who's really, like, pragmatic as well, like what you see is what you get type of energy when you get the Knight of Pentacles. And it's this idea that you can have amazing rewards, but only if you work hard. Okay, this is a card of hard work. So, are you being practical about something? I feel like some of you have, that term, pie in the sky. Have you ever heard of that term? Like a pie in the sky idea, or high in the sky. I think it's pie in the sky. I don't know. Somebody has said that to me once, and the idea is that like you have so many grand visions, but they're so out there that the like how achievable this idea is may not be very practical. And so I would say, like, I'm not telling you to not go for something, because it seems like there's really good energy here. What I am saying is just make sure you're grounded. That's the other thing. Knight of Pentacles can indicate grounded energy. Make sure you're grounded, because there's a lot of air. And I don't mean that in the astrological sense, like Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I mean that in terms of like literally like being in a plane, or like kind of your thought process, or like moving, like there's a lot of movement here, right? There are a lot of things going on in the air for you right now. And so yeah, just something to consider. In the past, you have the Four of Cups here. This can be around boredom and discontent or apathy, but it can also be about contemplation and being reflective, or going into a period of reflection as this person is sort of meditating or sitting under the tree here. However, they also are recognizing, or maybe they're not recognizing, that there is an alternative solution. In this card, it's hard to say, right? They're looking right at the alternative cup here. There are 3 cups that are familiar here in the grass, but there's also this other cup that's just like the universe is like, here you go, like here, Sag, here's this other cup. And in other illustrations, they can't see this, but in this one you can. But anyway, so the point is, the Four of Cups asks you to not miss out on something. Now, this has happened in the past. Some of you may feel like you have a missed opportunity. I definitely don't feel like that's the case, okay? I definitely don't feel like there's a missed opportunity here. I feel like your mind is like, whoa, like I missed out on something, when there are clearly other opportunities here with the Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands, as well as this Ace of Swords in the future. Certainly, new kind of trails to run down, new paths to go down, new opportunities here in the future for you. So do keep that in mind as well. But you have here in the future, you have the Chariot, which is all about victory and success. The Chariot is also the energy of as above, so below. Make sure you are grounded at this time, because there's a lot of above here, which is good. It's definitely good. But make sure you are grounded at this time, Sagittarius, because that could really help you bring some type of success into your life. Again, self-discipline, super important as well. So yeah, I think that's what I have to say. Yeah, I was like, is there something else in my mind? No, I don't think there is. So you loved. Oh, I know what it is. It's about overcoming obstacles. That's the other thing about the Chariot. It's not just about victory, but it's self-discipline that allows you to overcome some type of obstacle that then leads to a victory. So I definitely feel like make sure you are being grounded, make sure you are being practical about something, and if you are, could be something really nice here. Now you have the Seven of Wands, which is all about, this can be about competition. You may be aware of some kind of competitive energy here, but this can also just generally be around standing your ground in life. And you've made a decision, sticking to that decision. You've drawn the line in the sand, sticking to that line, and not allowing anybody to knock you off your path. The thing about the Seven of Wands is it does say that you've been successful, because the Six of Wands is before it, which is a card of success. And so, for you, I definitely feel like the reality is that when we, many times in life, it's part of just like the human condition, but when other people see us succeed and they are not succeeding, there's like jealousy and competition is bred from that type of energy. And I almost feel like some of you are aware of that. And just know that it's okay to be successful, Sagittarius. It's 100% okay to be a successful person. And so, yeah. Now, you do have this King of Cups here in the lower row. King of Cups, this can be a good partner in the tarot. Doesn't matter what gender you are. I don't attach gender to my cards, but yeah, I just kind of noticed there's like a heart, I think, on the crown here, which is interesting. Yeah, this person can be like a really nice, like somebody who like hears you, but also listens to you. Like they emotionally understand you, right? They hear the word between the word type of deal when you get the King of Cups. However, this can also say that, now this is in the subconscious, which means it's something that is coming in your dreams or something that you can't see. So the King of Cups can be like, in this position, it can be like, some of you may be having prophetic dreams because they like to spend time in the water. But also this could say, there could be like some fiery energy from somebody else, like maybe explosive energy or fiery energy. This asks you to stay calm, okay? Stay calm like water, and know that you are capable of being calm in the face of challenge or defeat, or in, I should say not necessarily defeat, because I don't really see a whole lot of defeat here. Just staying calm in the face of challenge and difficulty. In the future, which is the staff, this is the direction that you are headed. In your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you have the Temperance card. So this is the Sagittarius card in the tarot. You are front and center here, Sagittarius. Your energy is all over the board. And, you know, I definitely feel like you are influencing, I think the way that the ideas that you have, the movements that you're taking, the actions that you're taking are influencing you in a heavy way, which is always the case, but I definitely think that this is like a double confirmation of that here. But I also think that you might be able to influence others as well. And yeah. So the Temperance card, this is also a card of alchemy. It's an alchemical symbol. I definitely feel like, you know, there's something pushing along here. There's some opportunity here. Make sure you're practical in this opportunity. With the Temperance card, this could also be about balance, patience, optimism, or just hope as well. It's definitely really a nice card to find, especially for a Sagittarius person. You know, I do think balance is important here, as I've talked about, like making, you have amazing ideas, but making sure that they are practical is super key for you. Now, in the external situation, you do have this Queen of Wands, which is all about, you know, like manifestation. It can be all about attraction. It is one of the law of attraction cards that I see in the tarot come up. And, you know, definitely love to see this Queen of Wands for you. This can, by the way, this could also just be you, especially like I said, we have all of this, like you're all over the board here. So externally, there could be somebody that is going to play an important role in your life. But I also think, because the external situation is somebody outside of you or something outside of you. So I don't know if this is your energy. I feel like this is maybe somebody who could play an important role. But I also think that there's something that you are manifesting, and there's maybe an external part of it. There's like something else that you need to bring this manifestation in. Maybe it's like you need a website, or you need like an additional certification, or you need, like there's something that you are manifesting here. And yeah, I feel like you can absolutely do some alchemy in a big way here with the Temperance and the Queen of Wands card. But I also think that there's maybe one extra part, which would make sense because of this practicality message. In the hopes and fears, you do have the High Priestess, which the High Priestess is about intuition. It's about trusting your gut, trusting the voice of your soul, trusting the music of the universe. And, you know, this can be a way shower in your life. Who just had this? I think Aquarius had this. Aquarius had two similar placements, and I'm using a different deck. So it is interesting. They have the Four of Cups here and the High Priestess here. But, you know, trust your gut and trust your intuition at this time. Another important thing for Sagittarius people to do is to really rely on their intuition, because you are uniquely gifted at intuition. Your intuition is probably better than most, and that is the thing. And so really trust that in the direction that you're headed here. In the outcome, you have the Ace of Swords. So this is about some type of new beginning that leads to success and victory, or a victory that leads to success and new beginnings. Yeah, and it's this idea of like the clouds in the background clearing, making way for something new. It's like a breath of fresh air energy. You have two of these clearing cards with the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Swords, where it's like things are clearing, things are moving ahead, breath of fresh air energy. And so you love to see the Ace of Swords in the outcome, definitely getting a new beginning here. And I think you're like really moving on it. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in these four tarot cards here. Okay, so you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. So another Wands card here. We have 3 of the possible 4 court cards in the suit of Wands. And I was expecting to get the Knight of Wands because that is a card of spontaneity. And I definitely feel like this is very important here. You have the Ten of Cups, which is all about total happiness, a windfall of happiness, joy, celebration, abundance, good energy. The Queen of Pentacles is about practicality. And so again, I think that this is very important for you. I think that you have a nice victory coming in. I think some of you are going to really rely on your spontaneity to help you forward. But I also think that there is a grounding energy that needs to be had here. 5 of Cups, I guess, that could be about something that you're feeling a little bit down around. But the thing is, the 5 of Cups asks you to look on the bright side in life. I know it's cliche, but it does ask you to look at the bright side of your situation. And look at this. You have no, remain positive, and look for a sign. So I definitely, the remain positive, no, some of you could have had a rejection here in the past, but the thing is, remember this, Sagittarius, rejection is protection. And, something like that could have happened here, but I feel like try not to allow that to consume you too much with the remain positive card and the 5 of Cups. Because I feel like you have a lot of really nice things to look forward to here, especially with this staff energy in the future. Look for a sign, love that energy, love the symbolism of the sort of lightning bolt of ideas and situations coming in. So amazing energy for Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.